5 things you didn't know about setting up trusts, a guide to avoiding probate and protecting assets. Most people think trusts are just for the ultra wealthy, billionaires, celebrities, and old money families. But here's the truth. If you own a home, have kids, or care about protecting your legacy, a trust could be one of the smartest decisions you ever make. Because without one, your loved ones could face probate, which is a long, expensive court process that can delay inheritances for months or even years. And that's just the beginning. What most people don't know is that trusts can do a lot more than just avoid probate. They can reduce taxes, protect your family from lawsuits, even prevent future fights between your children. In this video, we're going to unpack 5 things you probably didn't know about trusts, but absolutely should. Hi, I'm Jason Gray, estate planning attorney in Washington State, and over the years I've helped hundreds of families use trusts to protect everything they've worked for. Today I'm going to share 5 powerful insights that most people never hear about until it's too late, so you can avoid common mistakes, preserve your wealth, and give your family the peace of mind they deserve. Let's get into it. What is a trust, really? Before we dive into the did you know insights, let's quickly clear up what a trust actually is. A revocable living trust is a legal document that lets you place your assets into a private container during your lifetime. While you're alive and well, you stay in full control. But if you become incapacitated or pass away, your successor or backup trustee, someone you choose, can manage or distribute your assets without going through probate. It's like a master plan for everything you own, only it stays private, avoids court, and puts your wishes first. But beyond those basics, here's what most people miss, and this is the real value. Number 1, trusts can minimize or eliminate estate taxes, even if you're not ultra rich. Most people assume taxes only kick in at death if you're mega wealthy. But here's the catch. In 2026, there are going to be significant changes to the federal estate tax exemptions. That means more families could be exposed to estate taxes, especially if you own property in places like Washington, California, or New York. The right kind of trust, like a credit shelter trust or an AB trust, can help preserve both spouse exemptions. For ultra wealthy families, irrevocable life insurance trusts and grantor retained annuity trusts can shield millions. Even if your estate isn't taxable now, it could be in just a few years. Trust-based estate planning lets you get ahead of that curve legally and strategically. Number 2, trusts offer protection from lawsuits, creditors, even divorce. Here's something few people realize. If you leave assets outright to your children in your will, those assets are completely exposed to future risks. Divorce, half could go to their ex. Lawsuit, the inheritance could be seized. Bad spending habits, gone in a few years. But with a trust, you can build in asset protection for your beneficiaries. Instead of giving them money all at once, you can structure distributions or leave assets inside of the trust managed by a trustee. This kind of spendthrift provision is incredibly powerful and can preserve family wealth for generations. Number 3, trusts help navigate complex family dynamics like blended families. Let's say you've remarried and have children from a previous relationship. Without a trust, your surviving spouse could inherit everything and unintentionally cut out your children from a previous marriage. This is one of the most common inheritance nightmares we see, and it creates deep resentment. With a well-drafted trust, you can ensure your current spouse is cared for while still protecting your children's share of the estate. You can even stagger distributions, leave separate accounts, or designate specific property for each heir. In short, trusts give you control and flexibility in ways a will simply can't. Number 4, funding the trust is just as important as creating it, and most people miss this. Let me be clear. If you don't put your assets into your trust, it doesn't work. This is the number one mistake I see. People pay for a beautiful trust document and then leave their bank accounts, home title, or investments outside of it. The result, those assets still go through probate, the very thing we're trying to avoid. The process is called trust funding, and it's critical. Your home needs to be retitled in the name of the trust. Bank accounts need new ownership or beneficiary designations. Life insurance and retirement accounts need to coordinate with the trust or the pour-over will. A good estate planning attorney doesn't just create documents, they walk you through every step of this process. Don't skip it. Number 5, you can name professional or co-trustees, not just family. People often assume they have to name a child or sibling as a trustee, but managing a trust, especially during a crisis or after death, can be a heavy responsibility. You're dealing with asset management, legal duties, taxes, family emotions, all at once. The good news? You can name a professional trustee like a trust company or a bank, or co-trustees pairing a family member with a professional advisor. This takes pressure off of your loved ones, reduces the chance of conflict, and ensures everything is handled correctly. It's especially smart in blended families where one child managing their step-siblings' money can cause major tension. Advanced considerations and common misbeliefs. Let's quickly bust a few myths. Trusts are too expensive. A trust typically costs a few $1,000s, but can save tens of thousands in probate fees, taxes, and legal battles. I already have a will. That's enough. Wills go through probate. Trusts avoid it. And a will doesn't help at all if you become incapacitated. My financial advisor set up a trust for me. Be careful here. Only an attorney licensed in your state can create a legally enforceable trust. Make sure your trust is customized, compliant, and complete. Maintenance and long-term success. Once your trust is set up, your work isn't over. Review it every 3 to 5 years or sooner. If you move to a different state, you buy or sell real estate, someone in your family gets married, divorced, or passes away. Also, keep track of new assets. If you open a new bank account or buy a second property, make sure it gets titled properly. And don't forget, you also need a pour-over will, a backup document that catches anything you forget to put into your trust. It's a safety net, but it shouldn't be the whole plan. Protect your legacy, not just your assets. A trust isn't just a legal document, it's a message to your loved ones that you cared enough to think ahead, to make things easier for them, to protect your values, your wishes, and everything you've built. If you're ready to set up your trust or review an existing one, click the link below and book a free consultation with our team. We'll walk you through the process step by step and make sure nothing falls through the cracks. And if you found this video helpful, check out my next one. YouTube thinks you'll love it.